What's up, Internet? It's been a while since I've made any kind of a video, and there's a good reason for that. I'm lazy. No, wait, maybe that's not a very good reason. Anyway, thought I'd try to get back in the habit of making semi-regular videos, mostly because I'm off to college soon and I'd like to have some sort of a typical thing that I do, plus some sort of a recorded documentation of my week-to-week experience in college, so that's something. Anyway, a couple things I'd like to clear up just as far as like my YouTube identity or whatever. If you've watched any of my other videos, I think my name changes a couple of times as far as like online personality or whatever. From now on, I think I'm just going to stick with the Dungeon Eskimo. Why? Because I play Dungeons and Dragons, and because I like the word Eskimo. It's a fun word. Now, as if my show didn't need even more discontinuity, or at least pseudo-show, I have changed locations, and I'll tell you why. It's because my old area for filming is a real cluster bundle, and I don't want to have to worry about, you know, unpacking it, or not unpacking, cleaning it up. Can't speak today. Putting it back there. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna try to get into the habit of vlogging, just for the heck of it. And today I do have something particular on the agenda. Magic unboxing, because why not? Went to Target and bought booster packs. Yeah, and this is probably sad, this probably speaks to my addiction more than anything else, but I actually had to struggle really, really hard whether or not to buy the new 2012 core set Fat Pack, which is like $40 without tax. And really, there's not much of a difference between like buying 9 booster packs and buying the Fat Pack, which has 9 booster packs in it. There is some more stuff. I mean, there's a whole set of lands, and the player guide, and I know from experience from buying the new Phyrexia Fat Pack that the player guide, at least for that one, and probably for the new core set Fat Pack as well, it's a lot of fluff, it's a lot of flavor text, but I love it. Also the card boxes are they're actually pretty good little piece of content there, and they're pretty sturdy for, you know, basically being cardboard fold-out type thingies. And the life spin down counter, even though it's basically a D20, and if you play D&D you already have something like that, but it is a bit more conveniently placed because like the numbers 20 to 1 are in like a chain, so you can basically just do one flip of the dice and it'll be on the next one. And also I do like the fact that the at least on the new Phyrexia pack, they do have the little Phyrexian symbol thingy instead of the 20, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, I decided to go more on the cheap and just buy 3 booster packs, so I'm gonna unbox them. And I personally would like to think that card unboxings are somewhat more meaningful than like any kind of like technology unboxing, because you can read the specs for like an iPhone online. With a booster pack, there's at least a little bit of surprise, and you get to see my stupid reactions. So anyway, this is the first one, and is it just me? And especially to you Doctor Who fans out there, does not this artwork look a little bit like Billie Piper, aka Rose Tyler? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. These packs are tough to get into. There we go. Popping them open. That new card smell. Alrighty then. Start off with Dusk Hunter Bat. A black creature. This looks like a new creature. Probably gonna take off my glasses because it's easier to see up close. New glasses, by the way, stronger prescription than those. And it's flying, obviously, and it has the Bloodthirst ability. And I actually really like the Bloodthirst ability. I think it's a cool thing. It's new to the set as far as I know. And it's got numerical values attached to it, so like Bloodthirst 1, 2, 3, whatever. And if for example, like the Dusk Hunter Bat has Bloodthirst 1, and if an opponent was dealt damage this turn, this creature enters the battlefield with 1/1/1 counter on it. So that's cool. Yeah, I like that. That's a neat ability. Gorehorn Minotaurs. Wow, that's an intense looking card. Bloodthirst 2, it's a 3/3, wow. Only costs 4 mana. Cool. Some of the 11 Minotaur clans of Myrtine. Never mind, I'm not reading the flavor text because I just stumbled over one of the words. Aether Adept, I've seen this, I think this might have been from, no, it wasn't from Mirrodin, but I've seen this card before. One thing that I do like about even the cards that they do like preserve from one set to another, or one year to another, is that at the very least they put new flavor text in, which is something. The universe is my instrument, and the song I play upon it is one you are forbidden to hear. Okay. And its ability is when Aether Adept enters the battlefield, return target creature to its owner's hand. So that's something. It's a very common blue card. Goblin Arsonist is another card that I recognize. The past one. It's one that my brother has used against me to great annoyance. My brother keeps winning games. I don't know why. He shouldn't. His deck is too simple. His strategy is too basic. But that's another thing for another day. Anyway, yeah, when Goblin Arsonist dies, you may have it deal 1 damage to target creature or player. Meh. I do like the new flavor text on this one. With great power comes great risk of getting yourself killed. Okay, so here's something I've not seen before. Coral Merfolk. No effect on the creature. Let's say, 2 mana, 2/1, which is kind of crappy when you think that the Elite Vanguard, which is also a 2/1, only costs 1 mana, but I don't know. Okie dokie, so, another familiar card, Lightning Elemental. Yeah, it's very, I've seen this card a lot. I mean, I've not seen it a lot, but it's one I'm familiar with. It's a very good card. It's got haste and it's a 4/1. And again, I do like the flavor text. Oh, it's easy enough to kill, but I'm not going anywhere near it. Which is good enough point. I mean, this is something that you'd like absorb with a very small creature if you've got one out. Arachnus Web. Okay, this is one that I actually got another 2012 booster pack, but it's still new to the set as far as I know. Okay. Pretty neat artwork. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. At the beginning of the end step, if enchanted creature's power is 4 or greater, destroy Arachnus Web. So it's kind of the green version of Ice Cage, where it's slightly more useful than something like Pacify, which only means the creature can't block or attack. So it can keep using like tap abilities, activated abilities, that sort of thing. But there's also a condition under which it can be sort of disenchanted, in this case with a power 4 or more. Reclaim. Put target card from your graveyard on top of your library. That's cool. It's a green card. That's actually a very blue effect, you know. Yeah, that's kind of strange. That is much more sort of. That's the sort of effect you'd expect from something like a blue or a black deck. I don't know. I've heard that the overall themes of the different colors in this year's edition is kind of changing, and that's something I've noticed some. Like the exemplar white deck for this year, which I don't remember the name of, but there's no healing magic in the primary white deck for the 2012 core set, and that's somewhat surprising. But anyway, I don't mind change. Next card, Brink of Disaster. It's a 4-mana enchantment. Pretty neat artwork on it. Enchant creature or land. When enchanted permanent becomes tapped, destroy it. Okay. That's interesting. That is very sort of typical black. That's actually more subtle of a sort of a black effect than a lot of those that you've seen, because it's something that's kind of like a black cloud over your head. Especially if you put it on a land, because you wouldn't think that would be that effective, you know, just enchanting this land. But I mean, that can arrest someone's plans, basically for a whole turn, you know? I mean, a lot can change from one turn to the next. And if they have one more turn where they can't safely, you know, summon Ulamog's Crusher, then... Oh, and by the way, Ulamog's Crusher is the crappiest of the Eldrazi. I'm sorry. But one of the best things about the Eldrazi is that they can actually be used for as very effective blockers, except for Ulamog's Crusher. The Pathrazor of Ulamog, that's where it's at. Annihilator 3. That's devastating. Anyway, next card, Taste of Blood. Taste of Blood damage deals 1 point of damage to target player, and you gain 1 life. Right. A very common, very black type of effect. I like the artwork on it. It's very simple. And now we're getting into the rares. Alabaster Mage. This is a card that's in the 2012 core white deck. I think there are 2 copies of it in that deck. It's a good card though. Tap a plains and any other land. Target creature you control gains lifelink until the end of turn. That can actually be used in conjunction with several other enchantments to be really devastating. Crown of Empires. This is a cool looking card. Looks like an equipment. No, it's just an artifact. I mean, obviously if it was an equipment, it would be an artifact too, but it's just an artifact, not an equipment. Pay 3, tap this card, tap target creature, gain control of that creature. What the fuck? Tap target creature. Okay. Gain control of that creature. Oh, I see. Okay, it's saying